Over the last couple of weeks, we've been studying the leadership demonstrated by people like George Washington and Andrew Jackson. But presidents are just one model of what leadership looks like in our nation. Even in the 19th century, leadership wasn't limited to politics or just white men, in fact. There were innovators, there were explorers, there were civil rights activists, reformers, and scientists, doctors, and nurses who were all trying to make America a more perfect union. In the 19th century, explorers expanded the boundaries of the nation and our knowledge. People like Daniel Boone, William Clark, Meriwether Lewis, Sacagawea, and others helped us grow physically as a nation. Meanwhile, innovators, inventors, and entrepreneurs changed the way we work, live, and travel. DeWitt Clinton helped build the Erie Canal. Robert Fulton revolutionized ship travel. Francis Cabot Lowell helped bring industrialization to the United States. And others like Cyrus McCormick, Samuel Slater, and Levi Strauss, and finally Eli Whitney, all changed the way we produced goods and services. The 19th century also saw civil rights activists who challenged society to live up to our ideals. Men like Frederick Douglass, William Lloyd Garrison, and women like Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, and Harriet Beecher Stowe all confronted the issue of slavery. Other civil rights activists fought for female equality, declaring, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men and women are created equal." This included women like Lucretia Mott, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, and Susan B. Anthony, as well as male allies like Frederick Douglass. And at the same time, writers, reformers, and educators were transforming our culture. This included women like Clara Barton and Elizabeth Blackwell, as well as people like Margaret Fuller, Henry David Thoreau, Walt Whitman, and others. And last but not least, Native Americans and religious leaders such as Sequoyah, Joseph Smith, Tecumseh, and Brigham Young all tried to protect their people and their belief systems. So what do all these leaders have in common? As leaders, they saw challenges or problems our nation needed to overcome in order to make our nation a more perfect union. As leaders, they figured out solutions to these problems. And as leaders, they demonstrated the characteristics necessary to take action. Over the course of the next 2 days, you will be researching one of these 19th century leaders that I've previewed so that we can then compare them to the leadership models we've already examined in our research into George Washington and Andrew Jackson.